What's up, y'all? We back talking about some more Dragon Ball Z, but in this video we're going to be talking about the weakest Dragon Ball Z character that had the potential to be the strongest. Now first I want to start off by saying that Dragon Ball Z is widely known for the crazy power-ups and transformations. Now Super Saiyan, all that, we already know. Most fights we watch have crazy boxing going on, shooting laser beams at their eyes, hands, and mouth. Pause. For most characters, they fall under that criteria of just being like barbarian warriors doing one of those like 3 or 4. Boxing with the hands, so on and so forth. But there are characters that have special abilities that makes it to where they don't need to be the strongest in the show. Like Goku, strongest in the show, doesn't really have any like sort of special techniques that like gives him the upper advantage in like most battles. Now for special examples of the characters that have these special abilities, we're talking about like Babidi, General Blue, Deborah, and which we'll talk about in a later video. And if we want to consider the androids too, that basically steal chakra from anybody, and Cell, if you want to mix Cell into that as well. And then we have Hit, who has his time skip ability. Now the character I'm going to be talking about today is Goro. Like, he has one of the strongest powers in the show by being able to stop time by stopping his breathing in general. Seeing the potential that Hit had against Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Dragon Ball Super, there should be no doubt that Goro would have had a field day throughout the verse if he was actually strong. With Goro having such a low power level and being fat, basically, having neither stamina as well to hold his breath for long, or the actual power to take out someone, like for an example of like Raccoon's caliber, he just couldn't do much of anything. And now if we're comparing Goro to Hit, if they were actually like to switch like power levels, Hit also having his assassination abilities, Hit would have had a field day. Whereas Goro, he just would have been turned into the mascot of the Ginyu Force and then eventually kicked out. Like, he probably wouldn't have even been in the Ginyu Force if like he had the time skip ability and being as weak as he is and being out of shape. He just wouldn't like add anything to the Ginyu Force. So they probably would have added somebody like what's his name, Kui or whatever. I don't know how Goro obtained his power to stop time, but you know you're trash when your own teammates bet against like you losing with like betting the bar of chocolate. Like that's pretty sad on its own. I do want to give Goro some credit though, because if it was just like a 1-on-1 like Goro versus Vegeta, I got my money on Vegeta still winning high diff though.
Do you really think you'll get away with this? You're nothing! Just a stupid monkey! I belong to the Ginyu Force!
Not anymore.
Like we seen in like the Namek Saga or whatever, when Goro was fighting Gohan and Krillin, Goro really wasn't doing much of anything. He was running the whole time. Like, he didn't throw a punch, he didn't shoot any laser beams or anything. Like, he does have the power like telekinesis to like move things with like his mind or whatever, like moving trees and rocks or whatever. I guess that's a cool ability, but when you become a certain strength, it's like, bro, they're getting punched through mountains and stuff. I don't know how much a sharp tree is gonna do to a character. Like, it probably would have did something to like Gohan and Krillin, because I mean, for the point in time, they should have been able to tank that if like King Piccolo's able to blow up like half the planet. But where they're at in the story and Dragon Ball Z being as consistent as they were, that tree probably would have did some damage to them. But let's say Goro would have tried to fight somebody later on in the show, like, I'm gonna just say like Second Form Cell, just to throw a name out there. Second Form Cell was a tank, and I don't think a tree would have done much of anything to him. But going back to the subject between Goro versus Vegeta, I have my money on Vegeta winning high div, just because like Vegeta is way faster, way stronger than Goro, and the fact that Goro was struggling against Gohan and Krillin, I'm sure Vegeta would have still came out with the win. But his ability to stop a person in place does make it like somewhat questionable. Like, hey, Goro might be able to win if he's able to stop Vegeta in place and possibly kill him with whatever move he might pull out his ass or whatever. That being said, that freezing a person in place, that can also be broken out of, like we seen in Dragon Ball Super. Jiren being able to break out of his like time bind or whatever, or whatever the move is called. Vegeta might have been able to do the same thing with him being significantly more powerful than Godo. He might have overpowered his telekinesis and broke out of that state to, I mean, slice off Godo's head pretty much. But I don't know if, like, he wasn't struggling holding Gohan and Krillin in place, so I don't know if he'll actually struggle with holding Vegeta in place. But I want to say he would, because, like, if he could, like, hold a person like Vegeta's power level in place, he probably would have been more respected between his peers instead of them betting against him losing on a bar of chocolate bar. Like, with the bar of chocolate bar, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So basically, what I'm saying is he's weak. He had the potential. The potential was there. I don't know how somebody can beat other Dragon Ball Z verse and have the ability to stop time, and you still sell it by just being a weak fat ass, pretty much. But what I want to say though, also, a little bit of a side note, Godo in video games is actually not the worst. He's not the worst pick. Now, once again, his power level and him being weak and being out of shape is a bit of a hindrance and canon to how they adapt them in the video games. But he's not that bad of a character looking at his power moves or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if we do a Hit versus Godo, like, who's winning between the two? Like, let's say they're in a world tournament and they say match begin. I got my money on Hit. Hit's naturally faster than Godo, and by the time Godo is able to, like, hold his breath, I'm pretty sure his head will be cut off. But that is a big power gap because Hit was fighting a Super Saiyan God Goku pretty much, and fighting a Jiren, which they're more than universal level. So that fight isn't gonna turn out well, but Godo still does have the better power level. How OP is time freeze? If anybody else had the power to freeze time, yo, people will be getting eliminated left and right. Like, don't let Frieza have the ability to stop time. That man is shooting a laser beam or a death beam straight through your heart every time with minimal difficulty. But I'm pretty sure that goes for, like, majority of characters until we go to God of Destructions. Like, you can't do anything about freezing time, especially of how easy it is to activate it. Like, unlike Hit's time skip, where, like, you got, like, 0.1 second or 0.2 second to make a move or something like that. Just freezing time in general, there's no stopping that. But I want to ask, who will Godo power scale to when it comes to, like, he can beat this character, but I'm not letting him go past any other character? Like, do y'all think he could have beat a character like Raccoon, Ginyu, did some damage to Frieza, then we go up to, like, Namek Saga, Krillin and all that, like, one-on-ones and with the ability, like, how strong do y'all think Godo could have really became? But I just want to talk about that because he is I don't want to say an underrated character because he was trash. But it's kind of sad that you had a power like that strong, and you did pretty much nothing with it. Like, you let Vegeta punk you. So, fun to talk about. I'm interested to hear or see what y'all say in the comments. Hey, if y'all did enjoy the video, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share with y'all friends. Argue with y'all friends as well, or what y'all think, what y'all think the most powerful technique is in Dragon Ball. Because in a later video, we're gonna be talking about the war spit. But once again, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.